All right, what's going on, my friends? Anybody home? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever time it might be in your location. God is good all the time. Smile, say hi to people. It doesn't cost anything, my friend, but it might make somebody's day. So, you are welcome in the channel. You are very welcome. We welcome you, and you feel free to call us if you have time to do so. If you don't have time, no problem at all. We can handle this until the end, but if you have time, you can call us and have your say. That is the concept of the show. How everybody is feeling. Get around. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, let's see. Is this thing working? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna have, so the link, let me just what is it called? Let me try to pin the link, right? On top there so everybody can see. That's what I'm trying to do here. Okay, chat. It's called Chat Ninja. And you paste it here. Okay, get in the comment section down below and also get in the poll. Let us know if you would like to see Alejandro Garnacho at Chelsea, or you don't want to see him, or you don't care. What is your opinion? So the poll is there for you to vote and let your voice heard. Yep, I'm trying to put this microphone in the position that I can be able to talk instead of like holding it the whole time for an hour or so. That is gonna be painful, right? So how everybody is feeling? I see many people, many people in the chat. Say hi. Where are you from? So we can give you a shout. Where are you from, my friend? Zimbabwe, Brazil, China. Where are you from? What team you support? The Almighty Blues, the best team in the world, or Tottenham Hotspur or Arsenal? What is your team? Barcelona, PSG, Angers, Nantes, Dijon? Let us know. Kwakwa Star or Bluefontaine Celtics? Anyways, people, I'm trying to fix everything on the screen before we start really talking about serious stuff. It's been a very busy day, very, very busy day, especially at Chelsea. They are doing everything in their power to sell players. They are selling and selling and selling. They are not kidding, my friend. I'm telling you right now. Chelsea are not kidding. Dewsbury-Hall, gone. Kani Chukwuemeka is about to be confirmed. They even lower the price to get rid of him. It's going to happen. Permanent move to Dortmund. Armando Broja gone to Burnley, the same team as wait. All right, so Burnley are going to get Lesley, Ugochukwu, and Armando Broja. Nicholas Jackson is gonna be sold, let's be honest. Even for his own good, he needs to go and play football somewhere because he's not gonna have enough playing time at Chelsea. Who else? Guehi is gone. So we have a lot of stuff to cover. We're going to get to the details of all that. Xavi Simons is loving and liking our social media post and Hato post, and just it's happening. It's just happening. Chelsea needed to sell in order to buy. So many people are going out. Disasi is going to be sold. Tariq George is going to be sold. So, you know, some of them, we are not happy, but it is what it is. They're going to be sold. We're going to rebuild another team, and we're going to go again. So as long as they bring the players that will actually be better than what we had before, we're okay with that. But if you're going to bring somebody who divide opinions, just like Garnacho, and then there is a problem here. Okay, people are not really happy about getting that guy for many reasons, not only for football. If he was like a calm guy, no drama, no nothing, I think Chelsea fans were going to accept him easily. But when you act like that every single, even the post yesterday from Fabrizio Romano saying that Garnacho actually is focused and waiting for Chelsea. You know, he's not interested in any other options or whatever. He liked it. Why are you liking it? Just be quiet. Like, it's not helping anybody in the situation. And you see the kind of guy that Chelsea are going to get, you start to getting a little bit worried. If this is going to be the way of communication, is social media 24/7, is bad attitude, that is not going to help. And we have Sesko also, who been Manchester United or Newcastle United, where he's going to end up. And I think people are fed up. They are sick and tired of this guy. Make your decision. You don't want to come. Or apparently he's giving some crazy conditions and release clauses and this and that. It's just sickening. So Jack Grealish been linked with Tottenham Hotspurs. James Maddison got a bad injury the other day, so they need an emergency guy in the team right now. Jack Grealish is, you know, he's going to do good in a team that you allow him freedom, not in the little box like in the Pep Guardiola system. He might be a very good player at Tottenham Hotspurs. Son, terms agreed between him and Los Angeles FC. And also fee agreed between Tottenham Hotspurs and Los Angeles FC. So it's a matter of time now. Let him have some days off in his home country, and he's going to be presented in the MLS just like other superstar. I think Sonny is going to have a very good career here. He's very popular. We have a lot of Korean people here in this country, America. I have a few friends of mine are from Korea, so they can't wait. They're so excited. And I think somebody even promised to give me a ticket if Sonny comes here, to give me a ticket and to take me to a game. That's what one of my friends said. I'm gonna take you and you're gonna see Sonny. I'm like, yeah, I will be supporting Sonny now because he's not playing for Tottenham anymore. But when he used to play for Tottenham, he was an enemy, right? But Sonny is one of those guys that you can't hate because they are so nice to everybody. So it's kind of, you have to be like pure evil to like hate somebody like Sonny and somebody like N'Golo Kante and stuff like that. So yeah, that is overall like the summary of what is happening in the world today. And you know, Chelsea are dominating as always. What would be a transfer window without Chelsea? It looks like 90% of the report are about Chelsea in a good way or bad way. Like it's Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. So sometimes it doesn't look like you talk about other teams, but just because Chelsea got headlines every single minute, then even the people who don't support Chelsea, all they do is to talk about Chelsea. Like everybody expanded their content to Chelsea. There are certain channels like Manchester United or Arsenal channels who talks more about Chelsea than about their own team because Chelsea provide content. So again, today Chelsea didn't disappoint anybody. Chelsea again gave food to people to eat today, and it was, wow, crazy, crazy. Let's now jump into the page of the Almighty Blues and see what is happening. Today was the first day of preseason for the boys. Imagine Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester United, Liverpool, they are wrapping up their preseason, right? It's like, okay, we are done with our preseason, still just a little touch here and there. And then Chelsea just started today. They are not even match fit. They can't even run 2 miles, you know. So it's going to be very tough because the body is the body. You know, you can't just recover. And in less than 2 weeks, we have a game in the Premier League already. Less than 2 weeks, and our preseason started today. The first day of the preseason, don't expect them to be crazy. It's about medical, you know, the doctor checking on you and those little things, massage or a little run around the ground. And the second day could be just media, because media are going to get there. The Premier League media, the Champions League media, the media stuff taking pictures and bam, 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 bam. So the last few days after, you know, after returning from vacation is just kind of, you know, light work and a lot of medical stuff and a lot of media kind of coverage, right? And then the third day is where you start really getting serious and getting slowly and surely running a little bit more. And that's how you build it. And before even you build your cardio and everything, I think on Friday we have already a game, you know, like a serious game for one of our sponsors. So we have to play against Erik ten Hag, Borussia. No, it's not Borussia. What are you talking about? Leverkusen, right? Yeah, Leverkusen. That's that. Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, that's the name. Ten Hag, Leverkusen. They've been training for more than a month now. They are back from vacation. Their preseason is at the end, and you're gonna play them on Friday. So that game, even if we don't win, even if we lose 14-0, I freaking don't care. We're not gonna lose though. It's gonna be a Stamford Bridge in front of our fans. It's going to be amazing. We're not gonna lose, but we're gonna struggle because we have to make like 22 subs or something. Yeah, the good thing about those friendly games is you are allowed to make as many subs as you can, because come on, man. Come on. You're going to play somebody 30 minutes, take him off, put somebody else and all that. So we play against them on Friday, and on Sunday we actually play against AC Milan. So 2 games only during the preseason that we are not even match fit. And after that, the following week, we have the Premier League. Yeah, the Premier League. Against Crystal Palace, London Derby. Stamford Bridge, I think. Yeah, it's going to be at Stamford Bridge. So, which is good because we don't have to travel, like go to Newcastle, you know. So I think the first 2 or 3 games we're gonna play all of them home. It's okay because of the amount of mileage we put here, traveling all over the country here in America, and not having a proper preseason. So that could be okay. We stay in London. We're not flying, so it's okay. So slowly and surely, we're gonna start building the momentum, building the fitness, and all the good stuff. All right, let's go. Look at the boys here in training. You see them running here. João Pedro and Liam Delap, the gunman in front. Moises Caicedo. Bro, this guy is like a monster. I tell you what, he just keep on running. Even on vacation. Did you see his vacation? Of course, he was going to churches. He was going to the parliament, got some honors there, some prizes here and there. You know, go jet skiing, skydiving and stuff like that. But the guy also was playing football and keeping himself in shape. So Moises Caicedo, even on vacation, not only him, pretty much every professional football player now is you go on vacation, you bring your chef, you bring your personal trainer, you plan some kind of games with friends just to keep yourself checked, keep yourself healthy. Enzo Fernandez, you can see him also in training. Back in training. All right, so this is like the program for Chelsea, right? Wednesday, August the 6th, Chelsea are going to be at Stamford Bridge showing trophies. Not Chelsea men only. Chelsea women also are going to bring like their zillion trophies because we keep on winning every single season with our women. So they're going to bring like a three. We won the treble, right? We won the treble last season. We didn't win the Champions League, but that's okay. This coming season is going to be our season to win the Champions League for the women, the women team. So they're going to bring their zillion trophies. Chelsea are going to bring their 1,000 trophies, and we're going to show off at Stamford Bridge. Tickets are on sale right now for the people in London to go and appreciate the boys. It's going to be on Wednesday. And I'm okay with that. You know, what I wanted to see after winning the Club World Cup is the players, all of them come back to London for one day and one day only before you go on vacation, and like a big parade. Just a big parade in London so we can show off our trophies. Because the last time, I don't remember the last time we did a parade. Probably in 2014 under Jose Mourinho, the second coming of Jose Mourinho, when we won the Premier League again. But other than that, I don't remember anymore. We don't celebrate, we don't parade small trophies like Europa League or whatever, or Conference League. No. But we won. I don't think we did a parade when we won the champions of England, the Premier League. I mean, we did it under Antonio Conte, right? Antonio Conte was the last coach to win it for Chelsea. We didn't do any parade. And then Mauricio Sarri came. We actually won Europa League. Remember, Arsenal actually, they prepared for a parade. They organized everything. They were very, very sure that they're going to beat Chelsea in Baku. You know, it was all organized. We're going to win it. We're going to beat Chelsea. The parade. It was, I think the final was on Thursday or something. And then it was on Wednesday. And on Thursday, they organized the bus, open top bus, everything to parade in London. We went there. We completely destroyed them in the final. 4-1. And then the parade didn't happen because we, Chelsea, we don't do, come on, man. Come on. Europa League and Chelsea parade. No, that is not our level. And after that, we went to win the Champions League. We didn't do any parade. We won the UEFA Super Cup, no parade. We went and won the Club World Cup, you know, the old version. We went in Abu Dhabi. That was the last game for Mr. Roman Abramovich to be in the stadium and celebrate with the fans. We came back to London, no parade, no nothing. And after that, we went a little bit, almost 3 years without any trophy. And then we started winning again. The Conference League, we don't do parade with those small trophies. But the World Cup, the Club World Cup, the biggest of all. You like it or not, this is the biggest of all trophies. Champions League, whatever, because of prestige, okay, I got you. But this trophy is going to be the biggest in the world in few years from now, because you got tested from every continent. You have the best from Asia, the best from the Middle or Far East, the best from Oceania, you're the best from South America, North America, the best from Europe. So this trophy is going to be valued more than the Champions League. And it made more money than the Champions League. Think about it. Arsenal, they actually made it to the semifinals of the Champions League. They got 40 million from that. Chelsea won more than 100 million for winning it. But even when Chelsea qualified for the quarterfinals, Chelsea already had 40 million in the pocket, right? For just going to the quarterfinals. So the money is more in the Club World Cup. It's going to become more prestigious in the future. So we deserve a parade. We deserve the bragging right. We deserve to banter in London to show off our shiny trophy, won for the very, very first time. Won for the very first time by the Almighty Blues. Apologies for that. So let me go. Is there anybody? I've been talking and talking and talking. Okay. Would rather keep KDH than have Garnacho. If he arrives, I will blame you. Me. Like me. I'm always to blame, right? So please keep your juju far away. All right. I'm keeping it at home. Keeping it at home. Yeah, in terms of like behavior, I think Dewsbury-Hall is going to accept more being on the bench and not complaining, not jumping on social media and link information and think that he's Ronaldo and he need to play every single game. Garnacho, that a big question is how that brother is going to answer. What is going to be his answer after getting benched for 4 games? You know, we've seen all kind of people on the bench under Maresca. I mean, I don't see who is going to be on the bench in order to give Garnacho a chance to play. So he knows what he's getting to. I don't want people to come here and feel sorry for him. Oh, I feel sorry for him. He deserves a chance. He knows that. He knows where he's coming from. He knows that it's congested. The place, there is no space. But you are forcing to come there. So you have to take it in the chin if you don't play. You don't perform or you come with a bad attitude when they sub you and you storm straight to the dressing room and drive to your place. I don't want to hear any kind of excuse to that boy. You're coming to Chelsea, you have to accept every single treatment you're going to get because we're not going to give you the privilege of, you know, playing just because you are Garnacho. We have better players. You want to get there, You have to fight and deserve your place. And when you got that place, you have to keep it. Try to keep it. You know, show energy. The brother doesn't defend. The brother is so lazy. The brother got like 1,000 tattoos. Like in few weeks, that brother could have like tattoos all over his face or whatever. Looks like he's doing competition of tattoos or something. He's a kid. He's still like the young kid. Hello, you just damaging your freaking skin. Because those tattoos, as you age, they become so ugly and nasty. Your skin starts like, come on, man. Don't exaggerate. It's if that is your culture, but just don't exaggerate that. So Garnacho, he knows he's coming to the lion den. Okay? So somebody is going to eat you if you are not strong enough. If he thinks that Manchester United was mistreating him, he's going to find it 10 times harder at Chelsea, because at United, the reason why he wasn't given a chance often is because of his behavior, because of his attitude off the pitch. But if he had a good attitude, listen to the manager, not leaking information and talking on social media, that brother was going to be every single game, he's the #1 name on the sheet. But he destroyed that himself by stupid attitude. The manager is talking to him, he turned his back, you know? So if you think, like it was so easy for him to cement that place, #1 at Manchester United, and you coming to a team where you have excellent players from every position, good luck. I'm not going to feel sorry for you. You know, when I come here, I always say, oh, I feel sorry for Nkunku. I feel sorry for Felix, because he's not having time, you know, on the pitch, even when Palmer is not there. They're not playing and all that. For Garnacho, it's gonna be it's not gonna be the same. I'm not gonna feel any sorry for him. He knows what he's putting himself to. I don't want to see any favoritism to play him just because he's Garnacho, but I want him to compete and show us why we are wasting all this time to sign him. So I will definitely keep KDH in the team, because the team is going to be better and more, you know, the harmony in the dressing room on the pitch is going to be okay than having Garnacho. I like the players that celebrate goals when they are on the bench, just like if they scored that goal. You know what I mean? Somebody scored and you jump all over the place to celebrate the goal because you feel good, because this is the team. But don't sit there, be sad, give a bad attitude just because you are on the bench. Anyways, I was talking about my Chelsea lack of activities like parade and all that. So I think I was talking about that before People's Republic question. So go buy your ticket and go on Wednesday, see the Blues and the trophies at Stamford Bridge. Now you have to pay for it. I would have liked it to be like a parade with no ticket to pay, but I think people are going to go and watch Chelsea men and women present the trophies at Stamford Bridge. Very, very good content. Get ready, because you're going to have a lot of content in this channel. Yeah. All right. More content, like I said. Here we go. The boys are back at Cobham. You see there, Rhys James, the captain. Boom. In the building. Enzo Fernandez, and we have Moises Caicedo, Jamie Bino Gittens, and we have Uncle Tosin Adarabiayo in the building, the giant, the uncle, the boss. And here we have Trevor Chalobah, Marc Cucurella. Oh my goodness, he looks crazy everywhere. Even when he's walking, he's like all over the place. World class himself, the GOAT. Robert Sanchez. Number 1. Anselmino. I don't know what we're going to do with Anselmino. Are we going to keep him? This is Malo Gusto and our other goalkeeper. What's his name again? Philip Jorgensen. This is Neto. And before Neto, it was Dewsbury. No, not Dewsbury. That was Delap, Liam Delap. So they put just few clips from school today, back to school. Hato, we don't even know what number he's gonna be wearing. People say number 2. Number 2 was for Disasi, right? Disasi is not gonna be there. So number 2 is available. Number 19 still there, but I don't like defenders wearing number 19. That's why I was a little frustrated when I saw Malang Sarr, Mamadou Sarr, not Malang Sarr, took number 19. I'm like, what are you doing? You have to think about our offensive players to wear 19 instead of you, a center back taking 19. It's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? And number 11, I wanted to go to Estevan William, number 11. That is my choice, but apparently he likes his number 41. I don't like number 41. It looks like a reserve or an academy kind of number. I think you are confirmed. You're going to be one of the GOAT in the next coming years. Take number 11, Didier Drogba, bam, bam, bam. You know what I mean? So still few numbers, and some people are gonna leave. Nicholas Jackson is gonna leave. Number 15 is gonna be up to grab. Ben Chilwell might leave. That is number 21. Dewsbury-Hall he already left. So that number 22 there on the market. Hello, you wanna take 22? Take it, because Dewsbury-Hall is gone. Number 17 is already taken by Andre Santos. It's okay. He's a midfielder, number 17, kind of a little weird. It's more for attackers, but it is what it is. And numbers don't make players, right? Players make numbers. That's the way it is. So it's not about numbers. It's about what we are used to. Like, our mind is set to seeing certain numbers to certain positions, but it means nothing the end of the day. You can wear it 45 or 82 or whatever and still score goals and play good football. So it is what it is. Doubt us now. Doubt us now. Chelsea are selling and selling and selling. You know that they had a collab with Drake, clothing company, and it was for a limited edition. And I went online and it was sold out. Immediately sold out, and they never put it back anymore. It's gone. I don't know if they're gonna create more. But you go there, sold out like immediately. Limited edition Chelsea Drake collaboration. I was like, what the heck is this? And now they are putting out there. They know how to get our money. When people are happy, they're gonna buy stuff, bro. They're gonna buy stuff. They're gonna drink more. They're gonna eat more. They're gonna do a lot of stuff, and they're gonna buy stuff online when they are happy. That's why this is a good lesson for the owners, right? Because when they came, it looks like they came with Brighton spirit. Oh, yeah, we can be mid-table. We still have TV money. Chelsea are a global team. But now they have the proof that the more you win, the more you're going to sell, the more money you're going to make. So win is an addiction, right? You win on the pitch, you get more money, the club become bigger, the next generation are gonna support the club. That's the way it is. It's about winning. But the spirit, you know, the mindset back then was like, okay, we're gonna turn this club to Brighton FC. Yeah, mid-table, we still get money, and we're gonna trade the players. We're gonna buy young and sell with profit and blah blah blah. I'm so glad that Chelsea fans didn't let that crap happen to us. Okay? There were protests at Stamford Bridge. There were protests inside stadiums, away, home. Chelsea fans let their voices heard. They were like, no, you are not gonna come here, take our club debt-free from Mr. Abramovich, and then turn us to Brighton FC. We're not going to accept a manager that will tell us we have to wait for 5 years. This is Chelsea Football Club. It's not about the edge. It's about winning because we have the win mentality in our DNA. And we saw the manager changing his language, changing his speech, changing the system, try to win instead of playing beautiful football and lose. So, yeah, the owners, the manager, everybody is learning very quickly what Chelsea Football Club is all about. So, yeah, this is from the stadiums today. Oh, look at Philip Jorgensen. Yeah, that's the name. I even forgot his name. Philip Jorgensen, number 2, again. Next season until Robert Sanchez makes mistakes and pass the ball to Declan Rice, and we concede another stupid goal. And then by that time, Philip Jorgensen is going to have a little bit of playing time. All right, so, you know, there is nothing you can do about it. Sanchez kind of deserves his place because he was amazing at the end of last season and in the Club World Cup, so kind of deserved. But you know, if you gave me a choice to get Magnan and get rid of Sanchez, I was going to take the option. But I'm not going to take the option of getting Donnarumma and get rid of Robert Sanchez, because I think they are the same kind of player. They're the same kind of goalkeepers. They are old school. But Robert Sanchez is better than him in terms of distribution from the back. Still awful distribution, but still some kind of distribution, if that makes sense. It's just like everybody's blind and you have just one eye, so you are like the king. You can see, but it doesn't mean that you can see 20/20 vision or you know, you see everything. It's just because that the best they have in that country, right? But hopefully, Robert Sanchez can. Oh, it's not even his fault if the manager decides to play common sense football and allow him to use common sense. I think he's gonna be good when he plays with freedom, you know, not afraid of what the manager is gonna say. You see Robert Sanchez doing amazing stuff on the pitch. So hopefully we're gonna modify our system and keep it that simple and say, Rob, we forced you for 3 years to play from the back thing, not working. All right, you pass when you are not under pressure, or you don't pass to the player that is under pressure. You just use common sense, okay? Your natural instinct, instead of me pushing you doing this and that. And some people say all kind of theories about Donnarumma. Oh, yeah, you don't know football. Your ball knowledge is zero. No, Donnarumma is this and that. Those people are the people who just watched Donnarumma in the final of the Champions League. Because he had some very good saves, right? Or in the World Cup, he had some very good saves. And those are the people who are making theories now. People like me who watch French league every single game, pretty much, because I'm French. I know what French people think about Donnarumma. He only had like 4 months of quality 4 months in the Champions League. But before that, for 3 years that he been a PSG, every single day, I see PSG fans because they have their own AFTV over there, right? The way Chelsea, Arsenal fans got the mad fan TV. It's in every language now. You're going to find fan channels. So I've seen their AF fan TV. They're like, get rid of this guy. He's absolutely crap. Like every single game he has to do some ridiculously stupid stuff. I've been watching that guy for 3 years. Nobody wants him in Paris. But because he's on high wages, good money, can make some saves, can save some penalties here and there, let's keep him because we have no choice. We're going to have to pay him crazy, ridiculous amount of money to get rid of. And Luis Enrique actually came. The first thing that he wanted is Donnarumma, get him out. But because, you know, he's on good money and they didn't have any kind of choice, they're like, oh no, listen, let's slow down, let's just play him. And Luis Enrique had to modify his system. He had it play that way, but he's like, you know what? Listen, just pass the ball to, I don't know, Nuno Mendes or whatever. You just kick it or give to somebody else. You don't play with your feet because you are crap. You are horrible. And then the same situation that PSG been complaining for Donnarumma. They want to get rid of him because of the same issues that we are complaining as Chelsea fans. And just because he's from Paris and he had few good saves in the Champions League against Arsenal, all of a sudden, oh my goodness, he's the next big thing. He's 1,000 times better than Sanchez and blah, blah, blah. If you don't agree with me and then you are a clown and because I know more than you and because you are retarded and you don't understand football, how many freaking games have you watched 90 minutes of Donnarumma? None. Right? But how the heck you become that genius all of a sudden because you watch some highlight of him making some saves or saving a penalty against Bukayo Saka? You know, so it's always those people who know nothing that are so aggressive, attacking people, insulting, because for them the solution is attack verbally, abuse you, put you down so they can feel good. Oh, yeah, I won because I insulted you more. But if you go to point, you know, intellectually you start analyzing things, those people didn't even finish high school. But they know everything. They are expert in football. They are expert in finances. They are doctors. They are physios. They are therapists. They are everything. They know everything just by reading one tweet. All of a sudden, they know everything. So no Donnarumma near my freaking club. Let Robert Sanchez cook. Give Robert Sanchez time to cook. Oh, so he's speaking. I think he doesn't speak
Chelsea. And my feeling just was to have, for me, it was to make a next step, and Chelsea did it. So I'm very happy.
Okay, so that Hato speaking English, because I've been looking for his like English interviews. There's none on social media everywhere. But now this is the first time that I hear his voice. I don't want to play it because the music that is played behind the background music, it could be copyrighted and I'll be in trouble for playing it. And then the channel is going to be in trouble. You know how it goes, like strike. You got 3 strikes and they end your video, they end your channel and stuff like that. So you see here Hato speaking English. So yeah, good to hear, because today's, whatever nationality you are from, if you are young and you have ambition to do something, you have to learn English. It looks like every single person need to learn English. That is the language of communication, and the language of business, the language of football, and all that. So yeah, I'm happy that he can speak a good English. So welcome to Chelsea, Mr. Hato. Anyways, my people, slowly and surely, I think we still have 15 minutes to go here. I'm gonna make it 1 hour, because I've been talking for 1 hour, no stop, and my throat is not feeling good right now. Okay. So Hato. Let's jump and check on Mr. Fabrizio if there is any updates about something else. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano came with this exclusive about Dewsbury-Hall going to Everton. And this one is Wazan. Official confirm. Wazan signed a new deal at Ajax until 2028. All right, good for him. Jean. Is Jens or Jean? How that is pronounced? That's Jean. Okay, so Jones. Okay. Kalesti. So Kalesti signed for Ipswich instead of I think Birmingham. Birmingham wanted him. They almost concluded the deal, and Ipswich just showed up from nowhere, just like RKO. Just like Randy Orton. Bam. They hijacked the deal. So exclusive. Nottingham Forest agree a deal to sign 29 years old goalkeeper Argus Gunn. Oh my goodness. Argus Gunn. What a name. How many goalkeepers they have? I think they got Sales from Strasbourg, and Sales was one of the best goalkeepers last season in the Premier League. Matt Sales. Strasbourg let him go. He came to Forest, an absolutely amazing goalkeeper, right? And then they got a giant from Brazil. I forgot his name, that other goalkeeper. He's big. Yeah, he's so tall. And when they bought him, I was thinking, oh my goodness, this guy is going to be number one. But Marcel showed him that he's the boss. Yeah. Sometimes you don't understand the signings of Nottingham Forest. In the last 3 years, they bought like the United Nations of players. Like every single thing that moves, they're going to buy you. Sergio Aurier, Sangare, whatever, you are from China, you're from South Africa, you are from Soweto, from Canada, from whatever. They just assembled. I don't know how they managed to pay all those players. I don't know what was happening with that Mr. Maricanas guy. Maricanas? That is his name, right? The guy is huge, man. He's a big dude. Anyways, they bought. I didn't even know what the plan was at Forest. Now, if they bring a new goalkeeper, that means that Brazilian brother is gone. I forgot even his name. If anybody can remind me, but that Brazilian brother, that Brazilian goalkeeper, he was tall. So they are getting another goalkeeper. All right, let me read this comment here from Garnacho. Not yet. Here we go. No, I don't think so, but I'm not going to be surprised because Romano actually said that Garnacho terms agreed I think he said it on Instagram or something. Let me find it. He said that, no, he didn't say terms agreed. He said almost agreed. They are working on agreeing terms. But when you hear that, I don't think it's a here we go, Mr. Phantom of Many Topics. It's not yet, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let me double check. No, I don't think so. All these accounts that do copy paste immediately, I don't know. They are very fast, man. Sometimes you ask those people, do you really sleep? Like immediately, like bam, 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 or do you have a job? Like, what's going on here? Like Bembe is like what they do is they put all their notification on. When Fabrizio Romano says something, they got the notification immediately. After 10 seconds, they already copied, paste the same thing. Like, what a job. I mean, I'm like, I don't know, man. I find it a little bit weird where people do that 24/7. Do you have anything to do in your life? Like, just you. And the big part, the funny thing about those accounts is that they got so many followers that people confuse. People think that they become sources now because they have so many people following them. But all they do is copy paste immediately. They are very quick fingers, you know. So people might see a breaking news from them before even they see the original source, before they see that Sky Sport or Fabrizio Romano who put the news out there. But because they were so fast with their fingers, people think they are the sources. But all they do 24/7 is copy paste, and in the end, in the very slow, in the very like deception way of giving credit but not really giving credit. Like you say, breaking news, I understand, blah, blah, blah. You just copy exactly what somebody said. And in the end, you put the name of that guy who says. It's just like certain contract where they write something in the really, really small letters at the end. Kind of, you don't even know if you have to read. You need your glasses or you need a magnified to read it. So they hide it in there. So they say, oh, they told you, look at the conditions here. But they put it in a way that you won't even read it. So there's a lot of like hypocrites and thieves on social media to the level of evil. All right, Mr. Phantom of Money Topics, before your cell phone hit up, what do you have to say, brother?
Okay, can you check to see if Fabrizio Romano said that? Because either I saw a deep fake of Fabrizio of him saying that, or he did say that. Because I certainly don't want this, but I saw that on my phone. And then I looked
there
at it.
There are so many Fabrizio Romano on social media now. Same picture, same thing. Some of them are even got the blue check, verified one. They call themselves Fabrizio Romano. And then in the end, you're going to see, like the handling there is different where they say Fabrizio Romano, or they're going to say Fabrizio 005, but the big name there is going to show you.
So I saw a fake.
Yeah, so probably you saw a fake because I remember reading something like that, but I'm struggling as we speak. I continue to do search to see where I saw it. He said something like personal.
He said, here we go.
Really?
He said it. He said for I saw him say it. So it might have been a deep fake.
It's deep fake because if that was the case, and then it was going to be trending right now. Like right. Chelsea fans.
I certainly don't want it. So when I saw
it's going to happen. Like you like it or not, it's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. Because
this guy's like a Modric / Lukaku combined.
Mm.
He's got the arrogance. He's got the lack of talent, and he's just not a team player, according to the Manchester United fans, and they don't want him. So why would we want him? Do you want someone that Man United doesn't want?
Maybe they think that they can change him, because even Sancho, when he came to Chelsea, people thought that he was a bad boy and he's going to create a lot of issues. But he came to Chelsea. He was probably the most polite player that just did his job. He was very quiet at Chelsea. So probably they think they might have the same case in Garnacho.
Completely different case. The Jadon Sancho thing was a personal vendetta or with Ten Hag. That's it. This Garnacho is seriously a bad boy, and he lacks the talent. So he's both a Lukaku and a Mudryk. So
Lukaku,
he plays
listen,
position, right?
Lukaku got talent, bro. Lukaku is like his antics off the pitch that made him looks like he doesn't have talent.
Lukaku is just a bigger version of Tapin Tammy. It's just he gets up there and he just taps in, or he shoves the ball in past the goalie.
I think Tammy is more than like Lukaku is more than that. He's physical. He bullies people in the box. He scores all different kind of goals. It's just the narrative that been rolling there because of how many clubs he changed. Chelsea, West Brom, Everton, Manchester United, Inter, Chelsea, Inter again. And he went to Roma, Now he plays for Napoli. At some point, he wanted to go to Juventus. It looks like people hate him because of the relationship with the fans. Not normally, not only his performances on the pitch, because he can miss a lot of chances, but Lukaku is gonna score you goals. Lukaku is a goal scorer.
Yes, he's a goal scorer, but it's all tap-ins. It's all tap-ins. He doesn't. Has he ever scored a goal from like outside the box and
many
near
of them.
the 18-yard line? I've never seen it before.
Many of like do some Google it or go on YouTube or something. You will see. He's got all kind of goals. It's just like the guy. People really hate him with passion, so people refuse to see the good side of Lukaku. They just focus on his first touch is bad, and one miss, people are gonna make like 1,000 version of that bad miss, and they're gonna just like pump it on social media. So people have that mindset of that miss only. They're not gonna see the other aspect and goals that he scored. So that is the problem. That is our own mindset. But I rate Lukaku, by the way. I rate him.
Okay, so you would rather have him than Timo Werner?
Yes. In terms of, if he was, let's take the antics and interviews and all that. In terms of business, football only, let's forget about the interview. If you give me Timo Werner and Lukaku, I would take Lukaku for sure.
Well, Timo Werner's biggest problem was that he couldn't do what we were taught as 8-year-olds to do, which is our coach in youth league soccer told us not to look at our feet while dribbling. You're supposed to know where the ball is. You laugh,
he always looks down.
It's real. Right. He has to. He looks at he has to look down at the ball at his feet while dribbling.
You are right.
Therefore, he cannot see what is ahead of him, what's going on, what the goalie is doing.
You're
because he's
absolutely
looking at
right
the
on
ball.
this one. You are right on
Because
that
he's
one.
looking at the ball, he's not looking at the goalie, and
Yeah.
therefore in these 1v1s he always misses.
Yeah.
He even missed a 1v0 in North Macedonia game. Do you remember? It was
Yeah.
1-0.
1-0,
How do
like
you miss a
empty.
1v0 game? He has passed the goal. He has passed the goalie, and now it's just him in the net, and it's a wide net, and he's
He
just
missed
past the goalie.
1v0.
He
Yeah.
missed it. Huh? It's a 1v0, and he kicked it over. He kicked it over the. So it's.
And you know what? North North Macedonia actually gave him the citizenship. He got a citizenship because of that. He became the citizen of.
No, that's not what I'm amazed at. It's how did he score? Which European team did he play for? RB Leipzig or
Yeah.
who did he play for?
Yeah, he played for
RB
RB Leipzig.
Right. How did he score 29 goals before he went to Chelsea?
Yeah, very good question. But many strikers from the Bundesliga, they do good there because it looks like they don't have defenders. Like, honestly, if you look at him, Timo Werner, Colomwani, Antonio Silva, you can go Joelinton. You can see many of them. Take Haaland apart from that because Haaland is a different kind of animal. He came from the Bundesliga, but he started scoring those goals when he was at what's his called? RB Salzburg.
Yeah, in Austria.
Austria, yeah. So he started there. So Haaland is a different case. But I've seen so many so-called good strikers do the business in the Bundesliga. They go to another league, they struggle. They struggle a lot. And when average players from other leagues go to the Bundesliga, they become like the best attackers ever because they score goals. There are a lot of space. They enjoy football there. So that is just like in general, but it doesn't mean that everybody is going to be the same. It's going to always be exceptions. But so far, in my experience, the majority of them just kind of flop or they take a lot of time before starting performing in other leagues. So look at the Colomwani. Colomwani, he was at Nantes. He was in France, an average player in a certain level. Okay, Frankfurt bought him from Nantes. He went there, and he completely destroyed that league. He was like the second best striker over there, Colomwani. And then PSG bought him. He went to PSG. Bro, he's missing just like Werner. I'm telling you now, Colomwani became the Werner of the French league. Absolutely woeful. I'm like, you were scoring this kind of goals every single day in Germany. Look at you today. So, and that is one of the reasons like Chelsea fans are not really sure, like they don't like players from Leipzig especially. We got Nkunku from there. Wow, it didn't work out for him that good. Timo Werner from there.
Nkunku is injury
Injuries
case,
and
right?
other situation like bad position. So, he checked out already. He doesn't want to put any effort. That is another different situation. But,
well, and we possibly can't even get rid of Nkunku this summer, right?
We will. It's going to happen. Trust me.
Someone will buy.
Yeah, Inter are pushing, but it's now about the salary. His salary is too high. Chelsea are willing to drop the price. Chelsea are trying even to take big losses in this transfer window to get rid of certain players because
let's sell him to Sunderland. Sunderland's buying everybody. Have you heard?
Yeah. They bought a lot of players. They're buying everywhere.
Sunderland is.
They are becoming like a Nottingham Forest. When Nottingham Forest came back to the Premier League, they tried to buy everybody. Yeah. So Sunderland doing the same. Xhaka is there.
That's how you stay. That's how you stay. Like when Fulham comes, they got knocked down. They went back to the championship. They came up again, knocked down, and then came back again. And then the third time they stayed.
You are
Third
you are
time they
right
came back.
because now I
Mhm.
think in the last couple seasons, remember the three teams that came to the Premier League, they went back immediately to the Championship. 2 seasons in a row, all of them. And then I think Sunderland,
Sheffield United,
uh, they learn,
Burnley,
yeah, all of
um,
them, and you know how
and
it goes. And
Sheffield United, Burnley, and who else?
Ipswich, and stuff like that.
Ipswich, yeah.
So I think Sunderland, they're just looking at it and like, okay, we have to do things differently because you can be a good player in the Championship level. When you come to the Premier League, it's a different animal. So what Sunderland been doing is buying Premier League level players, old players too. Like Xhaka is like 22, 23 years old. He's gonna bring his experience. He played for Arsenal for like 4 years. Adingra been playing like for 3 years for Brighton. They are selecting those players like they want to build a team that very, very hard to beat so they can stay. If you look at the teams that went back are the team that they probably bought couple players but from the Championship. They never really went for experience and proven Premier League quality. Yeah.
Sunderland, it's because they got new investors, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard. But it has nothing to do with only investors. It has to do with a strategy to stay. Because even Ipswich, they got,
Ipswich had Ross Barkley.
They got back then. Ipswich. Are you talking about Ipswich here, or you are confused a little bit?
Ipswich Town, right? Ipswich Town.
Ipswich Town. You are a little bit confused about Luton Town.
Luton Town.
Luton Town had Ross Barkley. That is a different.
Ross Barkley.
That is
right.
a different story. So
it's a different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can have investors, but if you don't have the strategy to buy strategic players that will help you stay in the Premier League, it's gonna be always difficult. So Sunderland, I don't think they are going back to the Championship. I think they're gonna stay in the Premier League.
I can't believe that Chelsea, when they needed a striker, didn't go get Alexander Mitrovic.
I like the guy. Like seriously,
I think he would have done well here. I think he would have done well at Chelsea.
Yes, I like the guy because he's like Olivier Giroud a little bit. He got that physicality. He's a bully in the box. He scores some amazing goals. He's not gonna score you 20 goals or something, but he might score you 6, 7 goals a season, but very, very important goals. You know those goals that win you 3 points. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they are so important.
I do know what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. So
I was saying, like, I said, if you get Alexander Mitrovic, I will not go on loan as long as he's on the team.
Yeah. But, and you know what? It's still my dream. It's still my dream. I look like crazy right now, deluded, but look at what is going to happen. So Al-Hilal or Al-Hilal. Yeah, Al-Hilal.
Al-Hilal.
And they are trying to buy, what's his name? Darwin Nunez from Liverpool, right? So if they buy him, according to report, they're gonna try to sell Mitrovic, right? So see the domino here. And they're gonna sell Mitrovic, and then Chelsea? I see Chelsea selling Michael Jackson, Nicholas Jackson, right?
Jackson.
So they're gonna need somebody that is gonna be on the bench. A striker, a big striker like Olivier Giroud. He doesn't get mad about anything. He's just waiting for his time. And when he's on the pitch, he's going to deliver. So my dream is when everything is set and done, we already sold players, we bought players, everything is settled. And then Mitrovic becomes like invaluable on the market, very cheap. And then Chelsea got him for the bench.
You have his record from Saudi Arabia?
No, I don't have the record here, but he still scored a good amount of goals. But They prefer to go for somebody else. But I still believe that he can do a very good job in the Premier League.
That league is very strange. You have all these teams, but they have no audience. What they actually need is because we're not familiar with Al Nassr or Al-Hilal or whatever. They need mascots. I may have said this to you before, but they need something to differentiate between each other so that we have some interest. If they have a team that's like the Bears or the team that's like the Falcons or something like that, then at least because all those names don't mean anything to us. I mean, but the city of Liverpool does mean something to us, or the city of London does mean something to us, So
maybe it doesn't mean anything to you, but the people in the Middle East, Far East, or Asia, probably they know it more than us.
Well, I mean, outside of Saudi Arabia, do you think that anybody knows where Al-Hilal is within Saudi Arabia? Is it in Riyadh? Is it in
like now, because Neymar played there, now Ronaldo is playing for Al Nassr and stuff. I think people started doing some research about, what city are you from and what's gonna happen, because
I
of
think
those
they need mascots. They need a mascot. So
that
just
is
my
another
opinion.
way. Yeah,
it's strange that in America, every one of our professional teams, basketball, football, baseball,
they have the nicknames and
we
they
all have
have
mascots.
mascots and stuff. Yeah,
we have it's the Cardinals or
the
where
Bears,
you live in a St.
the
Louis
white
Cardinals,
white cat and stuff like that.
Exactly.
It's easy to remember. Yeah.
And the mascot is as significant as the city name. In fact, the mascot makes it so that when teams move from city to city, the legacy. The Philadelphia Athletics moves to Kansas City, then they move to Oakland. Now they're moving to Las Vegas. You would not register that as one team unless it's because of the mascot, the Athletics, or that I mean, the LA Lakers moving from Minnesota to Los Angeles, it's the same team that moved because of the name of the mascot hasn't changed. The city might change, but the mascot hasn't changed.
Yeah.
So it's important. I don't think that in the Premier League football, England, teams moving cities is kind of weird, right? I mean,
it's
you
not
might
gonna
move
happen.
next door.
It's a different culture because that is like generations. That is like, you're passing on generations of fans. Not like modern football now that you have fans from all over the world, but usually the hardcore of fans are coming generation to generation from the same place. They've been going there. And you're not gonna move it because it's not gonna. If it's even illegal to do that. It's illegal because it's part of the community. For that community, it creates job. It's a lot of stuff involved in teams in England. Than overnight I'm gonna take Chelsea and then take them and relocate
move it
them
to Liverpool.
move it to Liverpool and then name them like. Let's say the London Cowboy or Liverpool Cowboy or something. It's not gonna happen. Because it's not gonna happen, So
right, yeah, but no, in the NFL, we're so used to it, I guess, because many teams have moved around. The Rams moved from LA to St. Louis and now back to, but or the Cardinals started in Chicago, moves to St. Louis, and then now in Arizona. The Athletics, I just said, from Philadelphia to Kansas City to Oakland, now to Las Vegas. So, I mean, this.
Here in America, it's more about football, sport football. It's all about owners who pump money, who do this and that. They have the power, they have the right to vote, and they know they are scratching each other's like backs. If they want a vote to pass to something, other friends are gonna help you because you're gonna help them at some point. So they got more power. The ownership got power there, but in England, it's even illegal to change names. You see, even the Stamford Bridge now, owned by the fans, and it's almost a nightmare even to move to Earl's Court, which is in Chelsea, right? That's
Chelsea, right?
right.
That's the
So
ironic.
it's almost a nightmare to even change because it's a law, it's regulation, it's that it is criminal to do certain things to certain clubs. The government got a lot of power to decide about those things over there.
The face value of my ticket against Tottenham, just a regular Premier season game Tottenham, it was $170. It was like 30 pounds or something like that. That's about $170, right?
For what
Exchange
role?
rate at the time.
You went to a Tottenham game?
No, I went to a Chelsea game against Tottenham.
Oh, okay.
In
Away.
2022. January 2022, and I sat in the 29th row right next to where it says Chelsea Football Club on, the triangle wall where it says Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah.
Pretty close to there on the 29th row.
Okay.
But no, I went to Fulham, and I had the first row along the goalie side, and that one was only that was like $42 US.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like what, $36 on the Fulham one. So, and that was against the goal, but that was because they were in the championship that year. So it's different once
in the Premier League. In the Premier League, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, and plus they built a huge expansion thing along the riverside.
And you know that it's gonna be pool. It's gonna be pool top, over the roof top there. They're gonna put pools, like swimming pools, and kind of VIP area for wealthy people to go there and relax, watch games, and it's gonna be barbecue, everything there, pools. They can get your nails done and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. The Fulham Stadium is very hard to get to by car.
Just like anything
it's almost
in
like
that part of the country, really.
And it's also like where are you going to park, because there's no parking anywhere near Fulham. So you have to take the either a bus, and there are several buses that go near the stadium, but they can't
and then
get
you
to
can
it
walk, and then you
because
walk
there's no
from
major
the bus
street.
station.
It's a very poor location to put a stadium. They put it actually inside a neighborhood, so it's like all these neighbors, are going to have like thousands of people walk in their small street to get to the stadium, because there's no major street. It's not along a major street. It's like
all you have to understand is probably people who came to the stadium, who came close to the stadium, because those stadiums were built like in 1882 or something like that, or 1905, where they were almost like green space all over London. That place wasn't even nobody there. It's like hard to get because it's like forest all over. So I think the stadium started there, and then people started buying properties around and then came there, and it made it difficult for people to get there. Not necessarily that the stadium is, they built a stadium in a very bad location, but the location became bad because of people. Later on when people start building around the stadium.
Well, either that or people who live around the stadium live there because it's right next to the stadium, and they can just walk 3 minutes to the stadium. So a lot of
not everybody there is like a Fulham fan, though, because you can find some people are even angry that a lot of noise on the weekend, people all over the place. But if you own a business around and you benefit from people going to stadium, you're gonna enjoy it. But just think about it. If you are an old couple that got a property, you don't know that old people, they don't like noise and whatever. They just want to. Yeah.
If you're recent, if you're more recent, then the old people are used to it because they've been dealing with it for the past 60, 70 years of their lives, right?
Yeah, that could be
But if
also
you buy a
true.
house near the stadium, I would guess it's because you're a fan of the team and you
Yeah.
want the convenience
Mm-hmm.
of just being 3 minutes away from the stadium. And literally, it's like the way the Chicago Cubs are. They're built into a neighborhood,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's
That
different.
is understandable too. That is
Uh, well,
Arsenal. Yeah.
go
Say
ahead.
it, bro. Go ahead.
You said Arsenal what?
No, I wanted to read a comment from an Arsenal fan, but you wanted to
Oh,
say something. You tell me.
oh no, I was saying that I can't imagine if you were someone like, okay, I'm a rich guy and I'm gonna find a house and I'm gonna just be buying it near the Fulham Stadium, Craven Cottage, if I wasn't a fan, because that every other weekend there's going to be a lot of traffic on the Saturday or the Sunday,
Yeah.
because during game time
But
there's no way you're even going to
also
be able to
because
drive. Yeah,
you know that the property over there is gonna only go up and up, and you can
in
benefit in a
value.
few years from now. You can sell it in crazy money or something.
Right.
So
It's very expensive to live next to
very,
the
very,
stadium.
very expensive. So yeah,
And
depending
those
on
houses are not even very good. They look like, middle to lower middle class homes. It's not like Mayfair where they're like posh. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
the problem
you're
is that probably they wanna keep it like old school kind of look. They don't wanna
uh
change it too much. I still
yeah,
even remember when Mr.
uh
Abramovich wanted to build a new Stamford Bridge at the same site.
yeah,
They had to look for like red bricks and kind of make
yeah,
it like a old London feel into the
yeah.
stadium, if that makes sense.
Craven Cottage it is red brick on the
Mm.
on the short side, not on the not on the expansion side. I know on the river side it's different, but on the side that faces the street,
Mm.
it is cobblestone. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is all cobblestone. I'm sorry, you had a comment to make for
Yeah,
Arsenal.
somebody's just laughing at Chelsea. Arsenal for life. He said he's just Garnacho and he just busts a big
Yeah.
laugh here.
Why is our team interested in that Garnacho? He is such a loose cannon.
Yeah, that everybody that.
Is it-
But listen,
uh-huh.
Arsenal
Yeah.
fans, you don't have the right to banter Chelsea because we sell all our garbage to you. Don't be
Hey, they've been
surprised
second
if
place for 3 years in a row.
don't be
4 years in a
surprised.
row.
Don't be surprised if we send Garnacho to you. We sell you Garnacho for 80 million next season.
Havertz,
So don't
Madwicki.
worry, we are buying Garnacho so we can sell him to you. So you can laugh at me now, but when we start making profit on Garnacho from you guys, who's gonna have the last laugh? Me.
Is there anyone else besides Havertz and Madwicki, or is there another one?
Say it again.
Havertz and Madwicki. Who else has gone to Arsenal from Chelsea?
Raheem Sterling went
Oh,
there.
Sterling, yes.
Yeah. Kepa Abracadabra went
Oh,
there.
yeah. Okay. Kepa's their goalie,
Yeah, he's a
or the
goalie.
backup goalie, right?
And I know David Luiz back in the day. Willian went there.
Kepa's gonna be their Carabao Cup goalie.
Well, he might actually challenge for number one spot because David Raya, they are the same size. They are not like big giant goalkeepers. They are all the same. I think David Raya got more long arms than Kepa because Kepa is like T-Rex, right? His arms are like very short, but he can really pull off some incredible saves, Kepa Arrizabalaga. And David Raya, I tell you what, he got a lot of mistakes on him too. So I see him making some stupid mistakes and getting benched, and then Kepa Arrizabalaga taking the number one spot. You never know. Kepa's still 30 years old. For a goalkeeper, that's very, very young. And I don't know. I don't think it's going to just be for the the Carabao Cup also. No, I think Arteta is gonna make some rotation, and I think Kepa is gonna play football there.
What happened to the Aaron Ramsdale? What happened to him?
Well, Ramsdale, he actually used to be very, very good at Arsenal. When Arsenal bought Raya, I was one of the people that say they made a mistake because I rate Ramsdale more than Raya back then. But
Yes.
Arteta went to get Raya. People say, oh, because he's Spanish, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe on that. That's what people said. Now, he came and then he took the place. He took number one space, and Ramsdale was on the bench. And then he got bored, and then he left. So he went to Southampton, and he helped them get relegated. So that brother, Ramsdale, is the only goalkeeper in the history to get relegated with three teams in the space of 5 years. So he got relegated with Bournemouth, I think. Yeah, Bournemouth. He got relegated with them. And then he left when they were in the championship. He left to go to another team in the Premier League. It was Sheffield United. And then the year that he went there to Sheffield, he got relegated with Sheffield. And then he moved from Sheffield to join actually Southampton. And this year that he joined Southampton, they went back to the championship.
Yeah, but those teams were going anyways.
So
I mean, you could have had Petr Cech, and they would have been relegated.
But it's becoming like a thing. It's becoming like he got the relegation curse. I know that it doesn't depend on him. He's not going to be there to score goals. If you don't score goals, you don't win games, right? So it's not like only on him.
With Newcastle.
But now he went to Newcastle, and Eddie Howe need to be careful because that brother could relegate them. The good thing about it is he's on loan plus option to buy.
Right?
No, he's gonna. Well, I don't know because they still have Nick Pope. Nick Pope is a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, Nick Pope is the better one, much better.
I don't know about that. He's tall. That is about it. He's horrible with his feet. He can't play from the back.
Playing from the back is overrated. You don't need to play from the back. I mean, look at what Sanchez did in the World Cup Championship against PSG. He didn't play from the back. He just booted it out there. He just kicked it like a cannon.
Yeah, it's modern football. So modern football is, everybody want to play from the back. But I think if you are a solid, old school goalkeeper, you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that.
Play from the back is the only reason why you would play from the back is because you play this tiki-taka possession-based football, right? Where the other team's never supposed to touch the ball, but you just keep it, you keep passing it back and forth between your center back and your mid, like your six, and then your center back. You just, like in a, what do we call it? Who's the manager that we had? Who won the Europa League?
Sarri ball.
Yeah, Mauricio Sarri. It's called Sarri ball, right? You just keep passing it backwards, and you have like 98 possession, but you wind up not scoring many because it's so what if you have the ball in the backfield? Who cares?
Nobody cares.
Get it to the other side. Get it to the other side. Right?
Yeah, and that's why Jorginho was overrated. Because he's just passing his one-touch football. Bam! He passes it to somebody else and pass it to somebody else. And pass. The end of the day, you ask yourself, why? Because it doesn't serve to anything.
Jorginho's value was his penalty kicking.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yes, and he was the conduit. This is the way Sarri described it. Right. He said Jorginho is the reason I can get it from my left winger to my right winger is that I can pass it through Jorginho, and if it's not working, if the attack is not working down the left side, I can transfer to the right side because of Jorginho. Without Jorginho, there's no one to transfer the ball from the left to the right.
Yeah, that is according to him because it was so boring, though. It was so
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah, and he's the one who brought Jorginho in, right? Number 5, J5. Isn't
Yeah,
that what we
he
used
brought
to
him
say?
from Napoli.
But do you remember when J5 was like up for a Ballon d'Or or something?
Yeah,
For
he finished like second because we won everything that year.
Yeah, and he was it was like there was like the best penalty kicker or something. I remember it was like everybody was going like
Yeah, he got a
Jorginho.
lot of
So,
prizes. He got a lot of prizes that year. But
yeah, so
it's not
incredible.
only about him, it was about how the team performed. And they wanted somebody from the winning team to win something. So it wasn't that year, it wasn't like one individual really above everybody. Probably Kante, but Jorginho, because Jorginho is more commercial than get more commercial
Yeah.
on Jorginho than Kante. So
Mm.
it wasn't really like he was wow, like take the game by the scarf of the neck and like win you a game himself. It was just like that engine that just distribute the ball, bam, bam, bam. And
Okay.
especially if yeah,
Oh, sorry. I gotta go because the laptop is very hot again.
okay, no
So I gotta
problem,
go.
my friend,
Okay.
no
Thank you.
problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, people, so that was my brother Phantom of Many Topics. If you wanna call quickly, you can do it because I'm leaving in like 5 minutes or so. Okay? So I'm gonna try to conclude the show. Human Son, Sonny is going to sign for LAFC, Los Angeles FC. And that is gonna be a very good deal for them because he's gonna take them to the next level. And the MLS are going to have more fans watching from Asia, from Middle East, from that part of the world, because Sonny is very, very popular. Very popular. People love him. You can't hate Sonny, you know. So Sonny was like the only guy that left. You know the final that Tottenham Hotspurs played against Liverpool, they lost. He was the only man standing. Now he's gone. Bye-bye. Tottenham are going to restart all over. We already talked about Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall to Everton. It's a here we go. Contract already on the table. They will be paying 25 fix and then add-ons that would take the deal to around 30 million region. Chelsea didn't make any money on this because they bought him for 30 million, but he won 2 trophies for Chelsea. I don't think it's a loss because you got return on your investment. So good luck to Mr. Dewsbury-Hall and Lesley Ugochukwu to Burnley. Here we go. Feel sorry for this brother because he was very good in pre-seasons, but nobody gave him a chance to show what he can do at Chelsea. I'm sure that now he's going to cook at Burnley. He's going to be almost every single game guarantee number 1 on the sheet. So he's going to even develop more. I hope that Chelsea can put like a what is called again? Buyback clause for Lesley Ugochukwu. Report from Sport Mall said that Tottenham Hotspurs are considering or made an immediate inquiry for Jack Grealish because of James Maddison injury in preseason. I think this could be a very good move because if you give Super Jack the freedom, you allow him to play football, he's going to perform, he's going to deliver. Manchester City wasn't the right fit for him because Pep Guardiola wants you to do exactly what he's telling you to do. If you don't do it, you are blacklisted. So, wrong choice, but won a lot of trophies with Manchester City. I think it's time for Super Jack to go somewhere and play football week in, week out. Sesko, Benjamin Sesko is a complicated lad, right? He doesn't know what he's looking for. Manchester United are pushing, Newcastle are pushing, and this brother is, I'm still thinking, it's a lot of conditions, and he need to make a decision now. Newcastle United gave him 48 hours. In 48 hours, you have to give us an answer. You coming or you're not coming, so we can move on and go for another target. Johan Wissa. Remember, Newcastle wanted him. Tottenham Hotspurs wanted him. But it was a little bit of complication here and there. Brentford didn't want to sell because they just sold... who they sold? Mboemo. And the manager just left. But apparently, Wissa actually got like a gentleman agreement. If people come with good money, he's going to leave. So I think this is going to happen. Somebody is going to buy him. Let's go. There's nothing here to report. Garnacho and Xavi Simons to Chelsea is almost here we go, since Chelsea keep on selling a lot of players in the last few hours or few days. So these deals are going to happen for sure. Chelsea really like Xavi, but they don't like Garnacho. But Chelsea are going to buy all of them. David Onston with Bomba here. Manchester City have reached an agreement in principle with Ruben Diaz for a new contract. 28 years old already. Can you believe it? So he's going to sign a new contract at Manchester City. Ruben Diaz. What else is trending? We already talked about Sonny. Heung-Min Son, 20 million to LAFC. Everything is agreed. Still need to be made official. Marc Guehi, wanted by Newcastle United. And also Liverpool. Liverpool and Newcastle are showing more concrete interest in the Englishman. Made in Cobham, Chelsea Academy product. Chelsea got 20% resale value. So if Crystal Palace sell him, Chelsea are going to have some money. But why Chelsea can't take advantage to get him cheap? Because if he's going to cost 40 million or 45 million, minus 20% that they own you, and then you're going to get him cheap. So this is going to be a dream for me if Chelsea pay the money. It's very, very cheap. And then you bring Marc Guehi back. Marc Guehi or Marc Guehi? Guehi is the striker from Barcelona. Marc Guehi is the kid from the academy that Chelsea sold few years ago to Crystal Palace. All right, what else is trending, people? Let me check for the last time before we say goodbyes, because nobody is calling, so I'm not going to stay here. The show is for the people. People need to call. Let me go back to Chelsea official website or page. Wesley Fofana is in full training with the lad. Oh. Apologies, people. Sneezing on TV. Anyways, so Wesley Fofana is one of those guys that I don't get excited anymore. Even when he's back, I'm like, you never know what's going to happen to him after one game or two games. So I already checked him out of my mind, really. If he performs, he performs. If he's injured, he's injured. I don't really put my emotions attached to this guy Wesley Fofana, because yeah, it is what it is. Reece James is back again in training with the boys. This is the interview from Jorrel Hato. You see this brother here at Chelsea looking good. Look at this. So yeah, that's about it, people. Nothing really special to report. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to have more news, more training videos. Stay tuned. Put your notification on. Go on the Green Turf YouTube channel. You're going to find a lot of content over there. Follow me on social media. Twitter here, you can see. My name is Green Turf. Let's follow each other. Let's grow the community there. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. Green Turf. If you see this logo here, that is your brother right there. You have to accept the fact that we're going to have Garnacho and start preparing your mind already and accepting that Garnacho is going to be a Chelsea player, and find a way to support him, because we don't have any choice, do we? Anyways, people, I'm going to have to leave, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.